Back in the olden days, before cars were assembled by robots, they were hand-assembled at factories that employed thousands of people. Chatsworth, the township I grew up in, supplied the workforce for one of these assembly plants owned by a car manufacturer. It was a foreign company. Lots of them did it. Make their products far from their shores and ship them to even further shores, all without ever leaving theirs. There were few employers back in the apartheid days, so a lot of people in the district worked for or knew someone who worked for that company. Working for an international company was considered a good job. They paid more than local companies did and had benefits that were practically unheard of to non-white people in South Africa at the time. Being one of the largest employers in the local region meant the company developed a relationship with the communities. Few people could afford to buy one of the cars they assembled or even had a license to drive one of them, but they were proud to work there, proud of what they produced. As economic growth met Chatsworth, that soon became the aspirational vehicle brand in and around. They had intimate knowledge of how their vehicles were made because they made them, and it instilled unparalleled pride in their work. In Chatsworth, there was a joke we used to tell about lemon cars, constantly problematic cars, being built on Mondays or Fridays, because on Friday the operator was in a rush to start his weekend, so his build quality was probably shit. And on Monday, because he was too hungover from the weekend to do a decent job. I've met people who have cross-checked prospective car manufacture dates just to be certain. From 1970, that assembly plant assembled one of the most iconic pickup trucks in the world. In South Africa, we call it a Bakkie, a one-ton pickup truck. If you ever saw one conquering some impossible terrain from the 80s to the early 2000s, it was probably assembled by the people from the townships in the south of Durban. The world's most popular motoring TV show at the time did a series about its resilience and reliability, highlighting its build quality. Much of this company's reputation it has today was built on the reputation of that one-ton Bakkie, and it only cost them job reservations. Manager jobs for the white people, wage caps for black people. In a captive state where we weren't allowed freedom of movement, and a work culture where our bosses could change our names to make us more relatable. Even as a child, I could see that the people offering us salvation were the same people holding their knees firmly on our necks. While I am learning to make peace with myself, I am aware of who and what made me this way. I use these stories as therapy, and because of that, I have one request. Please stop making more of me. Do with that what you will.